Gate is at the head of the stretch. Here they come. They're off, and as they leave the wire, Rosina's Road down along the rail up between horses Mysterious Ways as they race into that first turn. Mysterious Ways now moving to the top. Rosina's Road is in 2. Mr. Rude moves along 3 on the outside. COD moves along in 4. Up to the top now goes Mr. Rude by that first quarter. Mysterious Ways in 2. Rosina's Road is 3. COD is in 4 with TSM Magic in 5. The Black Stallion is 6 and Rembrandt Blue Chip 7. They're by that first quarter 28-1. Off the 3/8 now heading for the half with Mr. Rude. Mysterious Ways is in 2. Rosina's Road is 3. Out from 4 comes COD. TSM Magic moves along in 5. Rembrandt Blue Chip now on the move from 6. The Black Stallion 7 by the half. They're by that half in 59 seconds, racing on for the 5/8 with Mr. Rude. COD up 2 on the outside. Mysterious Ways in 3. Rosina's Road is 4. Rembrandt Blue Chip swings 3 wide as they head up the backstretch for the 3/4. Mr. Rude, COD up on the outside. Rembrandt Blue Chip moves with a rush. It's COD now to the top. Rembrandt Blue Chip is 2 on the outside. Mr. Rude is in 3. Rosina's Road 4. TSM Magic, the Black Stallion, and Mysterious Ways. 3/4 in 1:29. They're off the 7/8 heading for home. Rembrandt Blue Chip and COD. Rosina's Road. They come racing to the wire neck and neck. COD. Rembrandt Blue Chip at the wire. It's going to be COD. Rembrandt Blue Chip. Rosina's Road in for 3. Now back to the winner's circle, number 3, COD, a 6-year-old bay gelding by Cam Tastic out of Fabergé, owned by Brian Foster of Hampton, driven by Doug Folkens. Time for the mile, 1:59 3. Now have the presentation of the trophy, sponsored by Clarica.
Race number 9 is sponsored by the PEI Emporium with William Frank on the rail and Norris Rogers. 2 is Ed Jacko and Danny Romo. Cook and Dream from 3 and Joe Barrio. Captain Basie 4, Vince Bolton. COD 5 and Doug Folkens. JJ's Jaguar is 6 and Alan Tracy. LD's Gregory 7 and Robert Lavin, the trailer. Woodmere Bruiser 8 and Sean Dixon. This is the 9th race. This is race time. They're up and pacing. Good start. Coke and Dream is leaving out. In at the rail, William Frank is going right with them now. Up on the outside and racing around the turn in 3rd. That's Captain Basie. Then up the rail in 4th. As they go by the 8th pole, Woodmere Bruiser. Now moving into 5th. That's Ed Jacko pacing from 6th. As they move along the back stretch is COD. Then up the rail in 7th. Going to the opening quarter is JJ's Jaguar. The early trailer, LD's Gregory. They all get spots at the hubless rail, and they're going to chase William Frank in line to Norris Rogers. The opener's up in 29-2. Midway around the turn, first time they go. William Frank cutting it out. In at the rail and racing from 2nd. That's Coke and Dream. At the inside, Captain Basie is 3rd, racing 4th on the rails. They move down the lane, racing up on the outside, and first up now, there goes the backfield in motion. Starting up on the outside is COD. COD. He's followed by LD's Gregory. Moving out from 7th. That is Edge Echo. Then towards the rail, LD's Gregory, and then the trailer. Into the turn they go. Opening half is up 59-4 by 5/8, and it's William Frank turning him up the back stretch and going to 3/4. Second is Cocaine Dream. COD right with him now, turning the outside. Pacing 4th, LD's Gregory. Captain Basie 5th. Edge Echo now 6th. Pacing 7th, JJ's Jaguar, and then the trailer, Woodmere Bruiser 130. Flat down at 3/4, 1/8 of a mile left to go, and it's William Frank, strictly the one to catch now, trying to take him right down the road, in at the rail, and 3 lengths off the leader. That is Cocaine Dream, not gonna catch William Frank tonight. He wires him. William Frank out in front. Second is Cocaine Dream. COD is third. William Frank the winner, 2 Edge Echo 4th, 3 Cocaine Dream was 2nd, 4 Captain Basie 5th, 5 COD 3rd, 6 JJ's Jaguar was 7th, 7 LD's Gregory 6th, 8 Woodmere Bruiser finished 8th. The fractions were 29-2, 59-4, 130, and the mile in 159-2. From the top, rechecking, it's 142, 5, 3, 7, 6-8. Race number 10 is coming up next with no changes. Additional.
Pacers are out and behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing fast out of the gate at Kendall Python on the inside. Stick it out up on the outside. Ed Zacco on the inside. Racing 4th, COD and treading the field. Mystical Mystery racing to the backside. Kendall Python is drawn away by 6 lengths. Ed Zacco racing 2nd. Down the backside, COD racing 3rd. Stick it out is 4th. Mystical Mystery can see them all at the quarter mark. Into the turn. On top, it's Kendall Python and Jeffrey Lilly showing the way. Opening quarter in 30 seconds flat. Trying to close the gap. Ed Zacco racing 2nd. COD races 3rd. Stick it out 4th. Treading the field, Mystical Mystery. Numerical order. Into the lane first time. Coming to the halfway point. Kendall Python with the lead. Ed Zacco 2nd. COD racing 3rd. Here comes Ed Zacco on the move on the outside. Into the turn, going to the 5/8 mark. Kendall Python with the lead. Ed Zacco back to the pylons. Going to the outside. COD now 3rd and closing on the outside. Racing 4th. Stick it out. 5th and treading the field off a half in 1 minute and 4/5 is Mystical Mystery. Down the backside they go. Kendall Python the leader. COD closing on the outside with every stride. Now 2nd. Ed Zacco pacing 3rd. Up the inside, Mystical Mystery is 4th. Stick it out, trails the field. Little more than 1/8 of a mile to go. Kendall Python with the lead. COD on the outside, 2nd. Ed Zacco racing 3rd, and down the stretch they come. Kendall Python into the lightning lane. Ed Zacco coming to the wire. Kendall Python and Ed Zacco together at the wire. Photo for win. Official. Number 1, Kendall Python, the winner. Number 2, Ed Zacco, 2. Number 3, COD, 3. Number 4, Stick It Out, 5. Number 5 was scratched. Number 6, Mystical Mystery, 4. Top down, 1, 2, 3. 5 scratch, 4 on the bottom. Quarter in 30. The half in 1 minute, 4/5. 3/4, 1:30 and 3. The mile, 2 minutes flat.
Running with Mike Downey. COD and Doug Falcons. Sand by Appeal, Louis Billabo, Mysterious Ways, and Brian Moore. TSM Magic with Lonnie Stokes, Scoot Admiral, Jill Barrio, LFN, Todd Treitz. Here they come. They're off Mysterious Ways, wings for the lead. The Black Stallion has it on the inside. COD goes to the rail, is racing third. Head of the turn, Mysterious Ways. On top on the outside, the Black Stallion's racing second at the rail. That is COD racing third. Sand by Appeal is fourth. TSM Magic, Scoot Admiral, LFN trailing. They go to the quarter, and Mysterious Ways is cutting it out. Leads a length and a half. The Black Stallion sitting second. Then COD is third. By that opening quarter, 29-1. They drive into the top turn. It's Mysterious Ways showing the way. The Black Stallions racing second. That is COD and Sand by Appeal. They tip off the top turn now. Here they come through the stretch. They are racing to the half. Up front, Mysterious Ways. Then the Black Stallion. Here comes Scoot Admiral moving up on the outside. She gets to third. It's going on. LFN has covered behind her as they go racing by the half. By the half in a minute at 4/5. Into the turn, driving to the 5/8. Mysterious Ways. Scoot Admiral drives hard second. Then at the rail, the Black Stallion third. LFN still follows cover. She's fourth. Then it's COD. On the outside, TSM Magic and the trailer, Sand by Appeal. 3 wide. LFN goes to second now, is winging for the top. Mysterious Ways holding his lead. They're neck and neck by the three-quarter pole. 1:30 and 2/5, and now LFN gets a nose in front as they swing around the top turn. LFN, Mysterious Ways coming back on again. The Black Stallion moving a third. COD up on the inside, then Scoot Admiral, TSM Magic, and Sand by Appeal. Heading home, Mysterious Ways. LFN digging in again. Mysterious Ways drifting out. LFN, it's going to be Mysterious Ways. LFN, COD, the Black Stallion. Tight between TSM Magic, Scoot Admiral, and Sand by Appeal. Time for the mile. 2 minutes, 2/5. Now the starters for the third race. They're in behind the starting gate. Gate is approaching the top of the stretch with a field of 6. On the rail, Mac to Quack Lady with Mark Collett. Then Ed's Echo, Danny Romo, COD, Doug Falcons. LFN, Todd Treitz. RB Gladimer, Jill Barrio, and Coke and Dream, Dirk Duncan. Here they come. They're off. LFN wings for and has the top and up along the rail. Mac to Quack Lady is racing as second. Coke and Dream is outside driving on third. Ed's Echo is fourth. That at COD and RB Gladimer trailing the field. They're by the 8th pole now, and they go on up the backstretch racing to the quarter. LFN is cutting it out and charging up on the outside. Driving on to second, going to the top is Coke and Dream. Coke and Dream now takes the lead. Addy takes the field by that opening quarter. At 29-1, top turn, Coke and Dream. LFN sitting pretty second. Back to Quack Lady racing a third. Ed's Echo is a fourth. Then COD and the trailer RB Gladimer. As they swing by the 3/8 pole, they're tipping off the top turn. Here they come through the stretch. They're racing to the half. Up front, pacing on top, Coke and Dream. LFN racing second. Here comes Ed's Echo moving on to second now. And Coke and Dream is the leader by that half in a minute and 2/5. Into the turn they go, racing to the 5/8, Coke and Dream. LFN racing second, Ed's Echo. Outside third, Mike to Quack Ladies fourth. COD is outside fifth, and RB Gladimer trailing at the rail. On up the backstretch, driving to the 3/4. Coke and Dream the leader. He's well in hand. Then LFN racing second. Ed's Echo out challenging at third, and LFN is out moving from second. 1:29-2 by the 3/4. Top turn. And the outside, LFN grabs the top. Coke and Dream now second. Ed's Echo racing third. Back to Quack Lady, COD, RB Gladimer. Heading home it is LFN. She is the leader. Edzeco, Cocan Dream coming to her. LFN. Edzeco coming on strong to win it at the line. Edzeco, LFN, Cocan Dream, COD, tight between Mactaquac Lady and RB Vladimir. Time for the mile, 1:59 and 3.
Number 9 has Win Place and Show Betting, Triactor and Quinella. And in race number 9, number 1, 4x4 is a judge's scratch. Number 3, Rambo Derby, will be driven by Tim Merzetti. Gregory with Mike Downey, Rambo Derby with Tim Merzetti, Well Ain't That Nice with Chester Eatman, Sammy Down with Steve Mason, Charlotte's Abbey with Brian McPhee, Basin View Ryan with Brian Moore, and Little York Ed with Albert Bernard. Gate is at the head of the stretch. Here they come. They're off, and as they leave the wire, Rambo Derby drives to the front as they race into that first turn. Well Ain't That Nice up 2 on the outside. Aldis Gregory down along the rail in the 3. Little York Ed moves along in 4. Charlotte's Abbey 5 on the outside. Sammy Down in 6. Basin View Ryan is 7, racing on for that first quarter with Rambo Derby showing the way. Well Ain't That Nice is in 2. Aldis Gregory is 3 by the quarter. In 30 seconds they race into the barn turn, first time round. It's a Rambo Derby. Well Ain't That Nice is in 2. Aldis Gregory is 3. Little York Ed is 4. Sammy Down moves from 5. Charlotte's Abbey is 6. And Basin View Ryan 7 as they race down the stretch for the half. Out from 2. Well Ain't That Nice. There's a battle up front. Rambo Derby won't give up that lead as they race on by the half. They're by the half 1 minute and 1/5 with Rambo Derby. Well Ain't That Nice in 2. Aldis Gregory is 3. Sammy Down is in 4. Little York Ed is 5. Charlotte's Abbey in 6. Basin View Ryan is 7, racing on for the 3/4 with the Rambo Derby. Well Ain't That Nice 2 on the outside. Up along the rail goes Aldis Gregory now to be 2. They're racing into the barn turn, final time round. 3/4 of 1:30 and 3. It's a Rambo Derby. Aldis Gregory out from 2 to challenge. Sammy Down up 3 on the outside. Well Ain't That Nice 4 along the rail. They come racing for home. Rambo Derby, Aldis Gregory, Sammy Down. At the wire, it's going to be Rambo Derby, Aldis Gregory, Sammy Down. Derby at a ring box, owned by Bob O'Brien of Riverview, driven by Tim Merzetti. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 2. Now have the presentation of the coolers, sponsored by Secure All Limited. Results of race number 9 are official. Number 1 had been drawn. Number 2, Aldis Gregory, was 2. Number 3, Rambo Derby, your race winner. Number 4, Well Ain't That Nice, was 5. Number 5, Sammy Down, was 3. Number 6, Charlotte's Abbey, was 6. Number 7, Basin View Ryan, was 7. Number 8, Little York Ed, was 4. From the top down reads drawn 2153674.
Stretch COD, Mike Downey, the Black Stallion, Kenny Arsenault, LFN, Todd Trites, the Town Terra, Jill Barria, Jags Desperado, Danny Romo. Charlotte's Den, Brian Moore. Charlotte's Bud, Gary McDonald. Here they come. They're off. COD, the Black Stallion. They're battling for the lead, and Charlotte's Den rushes up. He's 3 wide, challenging 3 wide into the turn. COD, the leader. Up on the outside, Charlotte's Den drives on to second. The Black Stallion looks for the rail. Can't find it, and now Charlotte's Den clearing to the front. He's the leader as they race up the backstretch. Then COD is racing a second. In along the rail, LFN. She has third. The Black Stallion is now fourth. Then the Town Terror racing fifth as they go racing out by the quarter. By that marker, 29 and 2 top turn, Charlotte's Den. Then COD is racing second. LFN is third. The Black Stallion is fourth. The Town Terror racing fifth. Then we go to Jags Desperado. And the trailer is Charlotte's Bud as they tip off the turn through the stretch. They come single file racing to the half. And Charlotte's Den is cutting it off. He's the leader a length and a half. COD racing second. LFN, the Black Stallion. Charlotte's Den the leader by the half in 1 minute flat. Into the turn they go to the 5/8 Charlotte's Den. COD racing second. Then LFN, the Black Stallion fourth. The Town Terror out and moving. Driving on goes Jags Desperado. And Charlotte's Bud trails. They're on up the backstretch. They go racing to the 3/4 Charlotte's Den. COD up on the outside. The Black Stallion not a third. LFN, she is fourth. The Town Terror racing a fifth. Then Charlotte's Bud. Jags Desperado 131 and 2 by the 3/4 top turn. The Charlotte's Den, he's the leader, one on hand. COD racing a second. Up on the outside, the Black Stallion. LFN is looking for racing room. She's now third. They swing for home. Charlotte's Den, here comes COD. Out of the 2-hole to challenge. COD coming to the top. He's the leader now. LFN is coming on. COD and LFN and Charlotte's Den. Then Jags Desperado, the Black Stallion, Town Terror, and Charlotte's Bud. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 3. Returning now, winner of the 10th race, number 1 COD. They pacing gelding 6 years, but Camptastic from Fabergé by storm damage. Owned and trained by Brian Foster of Barnesville. Mike Downey driving win number 4 this year for COD this afternoon, 2:01 and 3. Crombie, Brian Moore. Rambo Derby, Gord Hennessy. Mac to Quack Lady, Mark Collett. LD's Gregory with Doug Falcons. Here they come. They're off. Sammy Sonnen gets a nose in front, but not from the outside. Winging forward is GM Crombie, but up along the inside, Cross Creek Mac. On the outside, GM Crombie. Cross Creek Mac racing with him. As they go by the 8th pole, GM Crombie clears to the front now with Cross Creek Mac racing a second. Back 2.5 lengths to Sammy Sonnen. He's racing third. Sammy down his fourth. Rambo Derby fifth. Mac to Quack Lady. And the trailer is LD's Gregory. GM Crombie, the leader by that opening quarter. 28 and 4. 28 and 4 by the quarter. GM Crombie cutting it out. Leads by 2. Cross Creek Mac is second. Here comes Sammy Sonnen. Out to challenge from third. Sammy down with cover behind him. Back to Quack Lady moves up along the inside. Rambo Derby's outside and LD's Gregory trailing as they come to the half. It is GM Crombie. Sammy Sonnen on the outside challenging. He's lopped on the leader now as they go by the half in a minute flat. Into the turn they go, racing to the 5/8 GM Crombie. Up on the outside, challenging second is Sammy Sonnen. Cross Creek Mac is third of the rail. Sammy down. Outside, following cover, he is a fourth. Back to Quack Lady, fifth at the rail then. Rambo Derby and LD's Gregory going up 3 wide. They go to the 3/4, and Sammy Sonnen the leader by a head on the outside with GM Crombie fighting with him hard on the inside. Neck and neck by the 3/4, 130. Top turn, GM Crombie again. Sammy Sun in. That's Sammy down. Strong, tipping out 3 wide. They're fanning around the top turn, 3 wide, nose to nose. Then up the rail, Cross Creek, Mac to Quack, Lady Rambo Derby. LD's Gregory trailing, heading home. Sammy down, GM Crombie, Sammy Sun in on the far outside. 4 wide is Rambo Derby. Sammy down, clears to the front now to win this. It's going to be tight at the line. Looks like Sammy down. Rambo Derby, GM Crombie, Sammy Sun in. Cross Creek Mac and Mac to Quack Lady and LD's Gregory. Time for the mile. 2 minutes and 4/5. Race in behind the gate. Starting gate is moving. Approaching the top of the stretch. 8 at the gate. There's RB Vladimir and Tony Watson. LFN, Todd Trites. Farmer Lisa, Jeff Lewis. Coquette Dream and Brian Moore. Tucson Melody with Steve Downey. Mr. Rude, Jill Barrio. Scoot Admiral, Gord Hennessy. COD, Doug Falcons. Here they come. There are 3 of them, nose to nose for the lead. And Farmer Lisa steps out now. RB Vladimir up along the inside. He is the leader. Farmer Lisa outside, racing on second. LFN has third. Mr. Rude gets to fourth. Coquette Dream is fifth. Then Tucson Melody as they drive on up the backstretch, racing for the quarter, going to the top now on the outside. It is Farmer Lisa. Then RB Vladimir racing second. LFN has third. And they're by that opening quarter. 29 seconds, top turn, Farmer Lisa. RB Vladimir second, LFN, Mr. Rude is fourth. Coquette Dream, Tucson Melody. Up on the outside, COD and Scoot Admiral trails. They come off the top turn, through the stretch, racing on to the half, and the leader is Farmer Lisa. Here comes Mr. Rude. Up on the outside, clearing to the front. Mr. Rude, Farmer Lisa, Coquette Dream is now third. RB Vladimir fourth. 59 and 3 by the half. Into the turn, they drive on to the 5/8 and Mr. Rude. And Coquette Dream now second. Farmer Lisa has a third. RB Vladimir fourth. COD outside fifth. LFN locked in sixth. Then it's Scoot Admiral and the trailer Tucson Melody. On to the 3/4. Mr. Rude a length and a half. Coquette Dream racing a second. Then COD gets to third. Scoot Admiral outside fourth. They're by the 3/4. 1:28 and 3. Top turn. Mr. Rude leads by 2. Coquette Dream. Then Scoot Admiral. And COD is a fourth. RB Vladimir, LFN, Tucson Melody, Farmer Lisa. Heading home, it is Mr. Rude. Leading by 2, Coquette Dream. Scoot Admiral charging up a strong third. Mr. Rude, Scoot Admiral coming on, so is COD. But Mr. Rude wins it. Scoot Admiral gets second. Coquette Dream, COD, LFN, RB Vladimir, Tucson Melody, Farmer Lisa. Time for the mile. 1:58 and 4. Starters for the 11th. Behind the gate, approaching top of the stretch. Canaconassa, Jill Barrio, Mac to Quack Lady, Mark Collett. LD's Gregory, Doug Falcons, GM Crombie, Mike Downey. Mysterious Ways, Brian Moore, Clonmel Cammy, Gord Hennessy, Sand by Appeal, Todd Trites. Here they come. They're off. GM Crombie winging 4 and he grabs the lead. Canaconassa racing second up on the outside. Wide is Mysterious Ways. Driving on from third. Back to Quack Lady has fourth at the rail. And moving on is Mysterious Ways. He drives on to second. GM Crombie the leader. Mysterious Ways going forward. They're nose to nose as they battle 2 of the quarter inside. GM Crombie outside now. Mysterious Ways clears to the front. GM Crombie second. Canaconassa third. Back to Quack Lady is fourth. By that opening quarter, 29 and 4. Then it's LD's Gregory, Clonmel Cammy, Sand by Appeal. Around the top turn, GM Crombie back on top again. Mysterious Ways racing second. Then Canaconassa has third as they dip off the top turn. And here they come through the stretch, racing to the half, GM Crombie. He's the leader. Coming to him now, Canico Nassa. Mysterious Ways is third. LD's Gregory follows cover fourth. Behind him, Sad My Appeal. 101 and 1 by the half. The Mactaquac Lady and trailing the field, Clon Mel Cami. Round the turn, they drive to the 5/8 GM Crombie. Canico Nassa challenging second. He's lapped down the leader now. LD's Gregory moves up to third. Mysterious Ways is fourth. Sad My Appeal, Mactaquac Lady, Clonmel Cami driving to the 3/4. Canico Nassa steps out with the lead. GM Crombie fighting with him second. LD's Gregory outside third. 131 and 3 by the 3/4 top turn. Three of them nose neck and neck round the top turn. And the leader up along the inside again is GM Crombie. Then Canico Nassa. Then on the far outside, LD's Gregory, Mactaquac Lady, Sad My Appeal. They come swinging home. GM Crombie holding Canico Nassa. LD's Mactaquac Lady. It is GM Crombie. Clonmel Cami comes on to get second. Tight between Mactaquac Lady, Canico Nassa. LD's Gregory, Sad My Appeal, Mysterious Ways. Time for the mile. 2:02 and 2. Now the starters for the 12th behind the gate approaching top of the stretch. Cocan Dream and Brian Moore, Mr. L, Mike Dowling. COD with Doug Falcons, Ally Van, Todd Treitz. Dusty Lane JD, Jill Vario. Exeter Exclusive, Tony Watson. Jags Desperado, Rick Beatty, Scoot Admiral, and Gord Hennessy. Here they come. They're off winging for the lead. LF Van in along the rail. Cocan Dream. COD in between horses. They fan out three wide around the turn, and Cocan Dream pacing out on top. Mr. L has gone to second. COD is outside driving on third. LF Van has moved to the rail. She is fourth there. Dusty Lane JD is fifth. Then Exeter Exclusive, Jags Desperado, and Scoot Admiral trailing, and now COD marching to the top on the outside. COD is the leader as they go by the quarter. 29 and 1, top turn COD. Cocan Dream racing is second. Mr. L has third. That is LFN. She is fourth. Dusty Lane JD, Exeter Exclusive. Scoot Admiral's on the move. Jags Desperado trailing. They come swinging off the top turn. Here they come through the stretch onto the half, and it's COD. Cocan Dream racing second. Mr. L is third. LFN. Then we go to Dusty Lane JD, Scoot Admiral, Exeter Exclusive. Jags Desperado, they're by that half. 1 minute flat. Into the turn, they drive to the 5/8 and COD showing the way. Cocan Dream sitting second. Mr. L has third. There goes LFN. Off the rail from fourth. She's rushing up to third. Going on. Onto the 3/4. It is COD. LFN getting up on the outside now to second. And Cocan Dream has a third. It is COD. He's the leader by the 3/4 pole. 130 and 2/5 into the top turn. COD. Cocan Dream back to second. LFN driving hard third. Mr. L is fourth. Scoot Admiral now fifth. Dusty Lane JD, Exeter Exclusive, and Jags Desperado. They swing for home. It is COD. Cocan Dream driving second. It is COD. Cash on delivery at the line. Winning this one. Then Cocan Dream, Exeter Exclusive. Tight between Dusty Lane JD, Scoot Admiral, Mr. L. Time for the mile, 2 minutes and 2/5. And returning now, the winner of the 12th race, number 3, COD. Bay pacing gelding 6 by Camtastic. From Fabergé, she by Storm Damage. Owned and trained by Byron Foster of Barnesville, Doug Falcons driving. It's the 5th winning trip this year for COD, winning our top class this afternoon in 2 minutes and 2/5. Cigar with Callie Rankin. Sammy Sonnen, Gilberto. R.B. Gladimir, Kenny Arsenault. Boyd's Bobcat, Gary Chappell, Sand by Appeal, Danny Romo. Here they come. They're off rushing to the top from the outside. It is R.B. Gladimer. He's the leader with Justice Steve on the inside battling for it. They're nose to nose as they go into the turn. Justice Steve on the inside. R.B. Gladimer challenging on the outside. Now gets the top. He's the leader on the outside as they wing for the quarter. Justice Steve racing second. Aldis Gregory has a third. Boyd's Bobcat fourth. Sammy Son N. The Town Terra Sand by Appeal. And Classic Art trailing the field as R.B. Gladimer takes him by the opening quarter. 29-2. Top turn R.B. Gladimer. Justice Steve is second. Then racing third, Aldis Gregory. Racing fourth. It's Boyd's Bobcat. Here comes the Town Terra. Sammy Son and Sand by Appeal. Classic Art trails. Through the stretch they come to the half, and it's R.B. Gladimer. He is the leader. Here comes Aldis Gregory. Up on the outside, challenging second, winging for the lead. They're nose to nose as they go racing on by the half. By that marker. Into the turn, they drive to the 5/8, pacing on top on the outside, Aldis Gregory. On the inside, R.B. Gladimer. He's back on top again. Aldis Gregory challenging a second. The Town Terra goes to third and is tipping out 3 wide. They go 3 wide to the 3/4. Pacing on top, R.B. Gladimer. The Town Terra outside now second. Aldis Gregory back in again. He is third by the 3/4 pole. 131 top turn. It is R.B. Gladimer inside, the Town Terra outside. Aldis Gregory right there third. Here comes Sammy Son, a strong fourth. Then Boyd's Bobcat is fifth. Heading home, R.B. Gladimer strong on the outside. The Town Terra now grabs the top. Aldis Gregory coming back on again on the inside. And it is going to be the Town Terra. Aldis Gregory. Tight for show between R.B. Gladimer, Sammy Son, and tight between Classic Art and Boyd's Bobcat. Then Justice Steve and Sand by Appeal. Time for the mile, 2:02.1.
The gate is moving, all set for race number 9. With a field of 8, Aldis Gregory, Mike Downey, Mactaquack Lady, Mark Collett, Sammy Down, Steve Downey, Aaron M. Down, Doug Falcons, Dance Naked, Doug Falcons Jr., Canico NASA, Gilles Barrio, Boyd's Bobcat, Todd Trites, River Raider, Steve Mahar, 8 starters. 9th and final, here they come. They're off as they leave the wire on the inside. Cutting it out is Aldis Gregory. Up on the outside from 5 is Dance Naked. That's Boyd's Bobcat as they race into the first turn. And Aldis Gregory comes out your leader. On the outside, he'll be challenged, though, to the opening 8th by Boyd's Bobcat as they pass that marker and go on up the back stretch to the opening quarter. Neck and neck for the top, and Boyd's Bobcat shows on top on the outside. He now clears to the front with Aldis Gregory settling for second. Then racing in third, and Aldis Gregory doesn't settle. He goes back and takes the lead over again. That opening quarter, 29-1. Aldis Gregory back on top. Racing second is Boyd's Bobcat. Mactaquack Lady third. Dance Naked fourth. Sammy Down off the rail to challenge from fifth. Then it's Aaron M. Down out to move comes Canico NASA and your trailer River Raider as they come off the turn and through the stretch. Here they come. Racing to the half and up front, Aldis Gregory. Boyd's Bobcat second. Mactaquack Lady and Sammy Down. They were tight at the half getting out as they let Sammy Down off stride as they race into the turn. Aldis Gregory the half. In a minute 1/5 as the inquiry sign goes up. Hold your tickets, please. They race to the 5/8. Aldis Gregory on top. Boyd's Bobcat on the outside. Mactaquack Lady. Dance Naked is right there on the inside fourth. Then that's Sammy Down back in the group now. He swings 3 wide from fifth. Then it's Aaron M. Down, Canico NASA, your trailer River Raider, 3/4. In 1:30-1, Aldis Gregory turns it on. He now leads by about 9 lengths now. Sammy Down on the outside to second. Boyd's Bobcat is third. Dance Naked gets off the rail. She will go 3 wide from fourth as they come off the 7/8 for home. And it is all LD's Gregory. Sammy down for second. Dance Naked on the outside to third in deep stretch. Tons the best here tonight. It's LD's Gregory. A battle for second. Tight for second between Dance Naked, Sammy down, then Aaron M down, then it was Kaneko Nasa, River Raider, Boyd's Bobcat, Mactaquack Lady. Time for the mile. 2 minutes, 5 all.
Now the starters for our feature tonight. They're in behind the starting gate. Gate is moving. And we're approaching the top of the stretch. 7 starters. Scoot Admiral, Brian Moore. Dexter's Line, Gilles Barrio. Rembrandt Blue Chip and Steve Mason. Star Trek with Steve Mahar. COD, Mike Downing. Exeter Exclusive, Tony Watson. Mr. Rude, Gord Hennessy. Here they come. They're off. Dexter's Line quickly grabs the top. He's the leader in the outside. Scoot Admiral racing with him. She is his second. Rembrandt Blue Chip has third. Star Trek is fourth. Then it's COD, Exeter Exclusive, Mr. Rude trailing the field. They race on by the 8th pole on Dexter's Line. He is the leader, clearing now by a length. Scoot Admiral has a second, then Rembrandt Blue Chip is third, a gap of 6 lengths back to Star Trek, racing fourth. Then COD, that goes Exeter Exclusive, winging up on the outside at Mr. Rude trailing. Dexter's Line the leader by the opening quarter in 29 at 1. Around the top turn, it is Dexter's Line the leader, well in hand. He's out by 2. Then Scoot Admiral up tight second. Rembrandt Blue Chip is a third. Exeter Exclusive winging up on the outside. He's now fourth. Star Trek is fifth. Then COD and Mr. Rude. They're driving to the half, and it's Dexter's Line the leader. He is well in hand. Exeter Exclusive now comes to second. That's Scoot Admiral third. By the half and 59, they're into the turn, racing to the 5/8 Dexter's Line. He's the leader with Exeter Exclusive. At his wheel, racing second, Scoot Admiral third, Rembrandt Blue Chip. Mr. Rude is on the move, then Star Trek and COD. They go to the 3/4. Dexter's Line still holds his lead a length and a half. Exeter Exclusive racing a second. That's Mr. Rude going on to third. Scoot Admiral is a fourth. Star Trek now fifth. Dexter's Line the leader by the 3/4. 1:28 and 4. Top turn, Dexter's Line. Turning it on. He's on top now by 2.5. Exeter Exclusive racing second. Mr. Rude has third. They're at the head of the lane. They come turning for home. And it is Dexter's Line. Exeter Exclusive. Mr. Rude driving third. Dexter's Line's going to go coast to coast, and he does. Dexter's Line winning this one. Then tight for second between Mr. Rude and Exeter Exclusive. COD, Star Trek, Scoot Admiral, Rembrandt Blue Chip. Time for the mile. 1:58 and 2. The top of the stretch of the field of 7. Cocan Dream and Todd Trites, Tucson Melody, Steve Mason. Mysterious Ways, Brian Moore. Attraction Stena, Mike Downing. PDR Luss and Jill Barrio. LD's Gregory, Tony Watson. Back Road Pride, Steve Mahar. Here they come. They're off winging for the lead. Mysterious Ways going forward on the inside. Tucson Melody up along the rail. Cocan Dream. They're out of the turn 3 wide. Cocan Dream moving up on the inside takes the lead. Tucson Melody. She is racing second. Goes to the rail. Mysterious Ways has found the rail as they drive on up the backstretch. Racing on to the quarter. And it is Cocan Dream cutting it out. Tucson Melody sitting second. Mysterious Ways. Action Stena racing fourth. Vidier Loss is fifth. That is LD's Gregory. And the trailer Back Road Pride. By that opening quarter in 30 and 1/5 into the top turn, it's Cocan Dream. Tucson Melody racing a second. Mysterious Ways is third. Attraction Stena fourth. Then Vidier Luss. Here comes LD's Gregory making a move, and Back Road Pride trailing. And through the stretch they come, racing to the half, and Cocan Dream shows the way. Then it's Tucson Melody. Mysterious Ways. Attraction Stena out rushing on. Goes to third now. By that half, 1:01 at 1. They're into the turn, driving to the 5/8 and Cocan Dream. On the outside, Attraction Stena now to second. Tucson Melody racing third. Up on the outside, LD's Gregory now fourth. Mysterious Ways DDR Lust and Back Road Pride trails. They go to the 3/4. Coke and Dream Attraction Stena on the outside. Now takes the top. They go by the 3/4. Attraction Stena is the leader there. 1:31 and 3. Top turn Attraction Stena. LD's Gregory strong on the outside. The two leaders nose to nose, head to head as they swing towards the 7/8 pole. On the inside, Attraction Stena. On the outside, LD's Gregory now grabs the top. LD's Gregory, Attraction Stena, then Coke Can Dream, Mysterious Ways. It's going to be LD's Gregory to win this. Attraction Stena getting second, Mysterious Ways, then Coke Can Dream. Tight between EPR Lust, Back Road Pride, and then Tucson Melody. Time for the mile, 2:02. Number 7, LD's Gregory. Black facing gelding, he's 7. He's by On the Road Again from LD's Judy. She by Praised Dignity. LD's Gregory owned and trained by Brian Foster of Barnesville with Tony Watson driving. Win number 6 this year for LD's Gregory, his second in a row. Winning this afternoon in 2:02. Your race winner and Back Road Pride was 6th. Your race times a 1/4:30 and 1/5. The half 1:01 and 1. And Tony Watson, Back Road Pride with Doug Beckwith. Coke Can Dream and Dirk Duncan. Notch One Out and Steve Mahar. LD's Gregory, Doug Falcons. Kendall Orchid, Todd Trites, Mr. Rude with Gordy Hennessy. And a Rembrandt Blue Chip, Steve Mason. Here they come. They're off. Exeter Exclusive steps out. He has the lead going forward from the far outside as Rembrandt Blue Chip into the turn. Exeter Exclusive. Rembrandt Blue Chip moves to the rail. He's racing his second. Back Road Pride as a third. They're by the 8th and they go on up the backstretch now, driving on to the 1/4 at pacing on top of this Exeter Exclusive, a length and a half. Rembrandt Blue Chip racing is second. Back Road Pride is third. Coke Can Dream is 4th. Then Notch One Out racing 5th. LD's Gregory by the opening 1/4, 30 and 1/5. Out of the top turn, the leader is Exeter Exclusive. Rembrandt Blue Chip is second. Back Road Pride is third. Coke Can Dream is 4th. Here comes LD's Gregory rushing up 5th on the outside. Then Notch One Out is on the rail. Up and moving on the outside comes Kendall Orchid, and the trailer is Mr. Rude. To the half, the leader is Exeter Exclusive. He's leading by 2. Rembrandt Blue Chip and LD's Gregory. 1:01 and 3. Into the turn, it is Exeter Exclusive. Rembrandt Blue Chip outside of him, LD's Gregory. Up on the outside now, moving 4th, is Kendall Orchid. There goes Mr. Rude. He's on to 5th. Then it is Back Road Pride. They go to the 3/4. Exeter Exclusive holding his lead. LD's Gregory. Rembrandt Blue Chip locked in 3rd. Mr. Rude outside, he is 4th. Kendall Orchid is 5th. Then it's Back Road Pride, Notch One Out, and the trailer Coke Can Dream. 1:31 and 3 around the top turn. Exeter Exclusive. Rembrandt Blue Chip racing second, has room to move as they come to the head of the lane. Exeter Exclusive, Rembrandt Blue Chip coming to him, so is Mr. Rude. Exeter Exclusive stepping out, Rembrandt Blue Chip, Mr. Rude, LD's Gregory. Exeter Exclusive goes coast to coast to win this. Rembrandt Blue Chip, Mr. Rude, LD's Gregory. Then Kendall Orchid, Notch One Out, Coke Can Dream, and Back Road Pride. Time for the mile. 2 minutes and 2/5. They're in behind the starting gate. Gate is moving and we approach the top of the stretch of Field of 8. There's COD and Doug Falcons, Mr. Brood, Gord Hennessy, Kendall Orchid and Todd Trites. Notch One Out, Steve Mahar. LD's Gregory with Mike Downey. Exeter Exclusive, Tony Watson. Rembrandt Blue Chip, Steve Mason. Star Track, Doug Beckwith. Here they come. They're off. COD with the lead. Kendall Orchid is challenging in between horses up along the inside. Mr. Rude gets to 3rd outside. LD's Gregory racing on 4th. Then Notch One Out has a fifth. Exeter Exclusive, Rembrandt Blue Chip, and Star Track Trails. They're by the eighth now. On up the backstretch they go, driving to the quarter. Cutting it out, it's COD. Leading by 2 with Kendall Orchid second. Up on the outside now and going on to second is LD's Gregory, and he's swinging forward. He grabs the top. LD's Gregory. The leader by the opening quarter in 29-3. COD racing second. That's Mr. Rude. Winging up strong on the outside. He's now to third. Kendall Orchid is fourth. Notch One Out is fifth. That Exeter Exclusive, Rembrandt Blue Chip, Star Track Trails. They drive to the half. It's LD's Gregory cutting it out. Up on the outside, Mr. Rude. Bidding for the top, the 2 leaders, nose to nose, as they go racing on by the half. In 58-4, Mr. Rude outside, LD's Gregory inside, and COD. Right there, he is a third. Then Notch One Out is a fourth. They swing on by the 5/8, and on the outside, Mr. Rude clears to the front. He's out by a length now. LD's Gregory racing second. There goes COD. Out challenging from third, but Mr. Rude stepping out. Now leads by 3. He's all alone as they go by the 3/4 pole. And by that 3/4 pole in 128 around the top turn, Mr. Rude leads now by 4. Then racing second, it's LD's Gregory. COD has a third. Notch One Out, Exeter Exclusive, Rembrandt Blue Chip. They swing for home. It's all Mr. Rude. He's destroying this field today. Mr. Rude, and coming on for second is Exeter Exclusive at Notch One Out. Mr. Rude, Exeter Exclusive, Notch One Out, COD. Tight between Rembrandt Blue Chip and LD's Gregory. Then Kendall Orchid and Star Track. Time for the mile, 1:59-1. With Doug Falcons. Cocan Dream and Dirk Duncan. Backroad Pride with Jill Berrio. Rembrandt Blue Chip, Steve Mason. LD's Gregory, Mike Downey. Notch One Out with Steve Mahar. Exeter Exclusive, John Davidson. Mr. Rude, Gord Hennessy. Here they come. They're off. Rembrandt Blue Chip winging for the lead. COD has it along the rail. In between them, Cocan Dream, and they are 3 wide around the turn, and COD stepping out with the lead. There goes Rembrandt Blue Chip up and at him, strong on the outside. Rembrandt Blue Chip grabs the top. He's the leader as they go to the quarter. Then we're racing second, COD. LD's Gregory goes up on the outside, driving on third. Cocan Dream fourth at the rail. That is Backroad Pride, Notch One Out, Exeter Exclusive, Mr. Root trails by that opening quarter in 29-3 and around the top turn. It is Rembrandt Blue Chip pacing with a lead of 2. Then LD's Gregory on the outside second, COD at the rail third. Then Cocan Dream is fourth. Up on the outside comes Backroad Pride. Then behind him Exeter Exclusive, Notch One Out, Mr. Root trails. As they come to the half, it is Rembrandt Blue Chip. He is the leader as they go by the half at 59-3. Out of the turn, they drive to the 5/8, Rembrandt Blue Chip. Then COD is second, LD's Gregory. Parked is tiring third in between horses. They go by the 5/8 to the still. Rembrandt Blue Chip, COD, LD's Gregory. Then up on the outside, driving on 3 wide, moving on to third, is Backroad Pride. Outside of him, Exeter Exclusive is way wide as they go on by the 3/4 pole. Rembrandt Blue Chip still the leader, 1:30 and 2/5, and that's Exeter Exclusive. He is strong and driving to the top. Exeter Exclusive, Rembrandt Blue Chip. Then Backroad Pride is racing third. COD is fourth. Notch One Out fifth. Mr. Rude, they come swinging for home. Exeter Exclusive strong on the outside. Backroad Pride outside of him, Notch One Out. Mr. Rude coming on, but it's going to be Exeter Exclusive. He wins it. Tight for second, Mr. Rude and Notch One Out. Tight between Backroad Pride and COD. Then Rembrandt Blue Chip, LD's Gregory and Cocan Dream. And the time for the mile, 2:01-1. notch one out. Steve Mahar. Here they come. They're off pacing out on top of this Belle Bill. Up and out on the outside is notch one out, challenging his second. Woodmere Twister third of the rail. Then a Star Track and LD's Gregory trailing round the turn. They race on by the eighth, and Belle Bill holds that lead. Notch one out. Backs off, settles for second at the rail. That is Woodmere Twister, Star Track, and LD's Gregory trailing. Single file on way to the quarter. That is Belle Bill in command. He is the leader and takes him by that opening quarter. 29-3, top turn, Belle Bill the length. Notch one out is racing second but 2. Woodmere Twister racing 3 but 2.5. That is Star Track and the trailer LD's Gregory. They're by the 3/8 now, and here they come through the stretch. They are racing to the half up front with the lead, Belle Bill. Here comes Notch one out. Out from second, a challenge, and he takes the top. It is Notch one out leading as they go racing on by the half, and they're by that marker. A minute and 4/5. Into the turn they go to the 5/8. Notch one out. Woodmere Twister up on the outside now to second. Belle Bill is third. LD's Gregory going on from fourth, and Star Track trails. They're by the 5/8. On to the 3/4 now. Notch one out. Leading but 2. Woodmere Twister second. LD's Gregory's gone to third. Star Track is fourth. Belle Bill spent feeding fifth. And it is Notch one out. The leader by the 3/4 pole. 1:30 and 4/5 top turn. Notch one out. Woodmere Twister right there second. LD's Gregory inching up. He is at third. Star Track is fourth. Belle Bill far back fifth. Heading home now. Notch one out. Still cuts it out, and them coming to him, Woodmere Twister, LD's Gregory. Notch one out inside. Woodmere Twister outside. As they come to the line, it's Notch one out. Then Woodmere Twister, LD's Gregory, Star Track. Still to come, Belle Bill. Time for the mile, 2:01.1. On the gate, starting gate is moving. And approaching the top of the stretch, Clonmel Cammy, Gord Hennessy, Rambo Derby, Todd Trites, Burton Bell and Brian Moore, Back Road Pride and Steve Mahar, Fidier Lawson, John Davidson, Cocan Dream with Dirk Duncan, COD and Doug Falcons, and Dusty Lane, JD with Jill Barrio. Here they come. They're off rushing for the top and grabbing it. It is Back Road Pride in along the rail. Clonmel Cammy moving to the top now. Sees the leader into the turn with Back Road Pride up and out on the outside, challenging second. Going for, gets a nose in front. He's the leader by the 8th. Cammy drops to second. Then Rambo Derby as a third. Burton Bell is fourth. As they race on to the quarter, pacing out on top. Back Road Pride but 2. Clonmel Cammy racing second. Rambo Derby third. By the opening quarter, 29-2. That is Burton Bell. Fidier Luss rushing up on the outside goes COD. Then it's Cocan Dream and Dusty Lane JD trailing as they swing by the 3/8, and here they come. Through the stretch, they're racing to the half, and Back Road Pride cuts it out. Here comes Rambo Derby off the rail from third. He's on to second, going for the lead. Then Clonmel Cammy his third. Fidier Luss follows cover fourth. We're by the half in a minute 4/5. Head of the turn they go, racing to the 5/8. And up front, Back Road Pride. On the outside, Rambo Derby challenging his second. Clonmel Cammy third at the rail outside. Fidier Luss follows cover. He is fourth. Burton Bell fifth. Then Cocan Dream, Dusty Lane JD, and COD. And it's on to the 3/4. And it's Back Road Pride. Then Rambo Derby. Clonmel Cammy right there, third, 1:30 and 4/5 by the 3/4 pole. Top turn, Back Road Pride, Rambo Derby. Clonmel Cammy inching up along the inside. Comes back to second. Rambo Derby now third. Fidier Luss fourth. Burton Bell, Cocan Dream, Dusty Lane JD. Heading home, Back Road Pride. Clonmel Cammy, Rambo Derby, Dusty Lane JD, but it's going to be Back Road Pride. He wins it. Back Road Pride, Clonmel Cammy, Rambo Derby, Burton Bell, Cocan Dream, Dusty Lane JD, Fidier Luss, COD. Time for the mile to 1 and 1. Behind the gate, we approach the top of the stretch, a field of 5. On the rail, LD's Gregory and Mike Downing. Then Back Road Pride with Jill Barrio. Notch one out from Steve Mahar. Mr. Rude with Gordon Hennessy. Exeter Exclusive, John Davidson. Here they come. They're off in its tight, getting out of there. Exeter Exclusive goes winging forward. He grabs the top, and he's the leader into the turn. LD's Gregory racing a second. Back Road Pride drives up a third on the outside. Then it's Notch one out, and Mr. Rude trails. They're by the 8th and on up the back stretching. Up on the outside goes Back Road Pride. He's on the second. He grabs the top. Then Exeter Exclusive now sitting second. LD's Gregory is a third. Notch one out, and Mr. Rude trails as they go by the opening quarter. 30 3/5. They're into the top turn. It's Back Road Pride cutting it out a length and a quarter. Exeter Exclusive now has the 2 hold. LD's Gregory racing a third. Notch one out is 4th. Mr. Rude trailing 5th, and they tip off the turn. Here they come through the stretch. They're racing to the half. The leader is Back Road Pride. Exeter Exclusive uptight second. LD's Gregory. Mr. Rude has now come to 4th, and Notch one out trails. They're by the half a minute at 4/5. Into the turn they drive to the 5/8. And pacing with the lead, Back Road Pride leads a length. Exeter Exclusive at the rail is second. Outside of him, Mr. Rude charging up a third. Then it's Notch one out following cover. He's 4th. LD's Gregory 5th at the rail. It's on to the 3/4, and it is still Back Road Pride. He's holding that lead, and he takes him by the 3/4 pull. 1:31 3. Top turn. Back Road Pride. Mr. Rude gets to him. He's at the leader's wheel. Exeter Exclusive. He is locked in the third. Then Notch one out. LD's Gregory. They're tight as they come swinging for home. It is Back Road Pride. Here comes Exeter Exclusive out of the pocket to challenge, and he's charging for the top. Exeter Exclusive comes to the top. It's tight. Exeter Exclusive, Back Road Pride, Mr. Rude. Notch one out. LD's Gregory. Time for the mile. 2:01 3.